Okay, so I know you're new around here, but your spaceship just got shot out of the sky, and you are currently in a life pod. Despite there being so many people on board this ship, there is only space for 2 of you on this life pod, and you were selfish enough to not even wait for another person. Strap yourself in, this is probably going to be rough. Just try to imagine you're being strapped into your favorite ride at Disneyland. Yes, there is explosions, and you are literally falling out of the sky, but I'm going to need a bit of optimism from you here. Hello? Wake up. Come on, you've got more pressing concerns than the concussion in your head. Your life pod is literally on fire. Get out of the roller coaster seat and get that fire extinguisher. Oof, that was a close one. But you're still alive, which is great, minus the head trauma and probably a few broken bones. Anyway, get up the ladder, let's see where you are. Welcome to planet 4546b. If you don't know how to swim, then now's probably a good time to learn, as this place is literally 99% water. Anyway, it's probably a good idea to collect some metal, because why not? You can use your fabricator to turn metal salvage into titanium. You can also find other useful materials such as copper, silver, gold, acid, mushrooms? Make some tools, a knife, a scanner. You can scan debris from the spaceship to learn how to make new technology. Conveniently, the ship you crashed in was owned by a company dedicated to making things that work in water. Your radio appears to have a message. Maybe it's from another survivor. Nope. They are definitely dead. Hey look, a sea glide. Now that you've scanned enough parts for the sea glide, it's probably a good idea to make one. Fast swimming is always helpful against terrifying ocean monsters. Swimming fast is great and all, but you want to create a base. Make a builder. Builders are helpful for, well, building. Perfect. Let's add a fabricator and some storage. While you were building, you received another radio message. Perhaps it's another survivor waiting to be rescued. Nope, they are dead as well. Oh look, a Seamoth. The Seamoth is a fairly useful vehicle, however it's quite small, so it probably won't take many materials to make one. Given that these small robots are able to build a vehicle out of nothing, it might be possible for them to repair the spaceship that you crashed on. Well, conveniently, your PDA has given you the blueprints for a radiation suit, allowing you to explore the recently exploded and currently on fire spaceship. This is an excellent and very safe idea. I can't imagine how this would be an issue at all. Be careful around these parts. This spaceship is now home to about 5 aquatic spawns of Satan, and their sole purpose in life is to make you never want to step in the water ever again. Slip past the Satan snake and go inside the ship. Here you can find useful items and technology like, ooh, a swivel chair. Oh, and look, we've got a desk. Are you really sure you want to try and repair this? Another useful item you might find is the Seamoth depth module. This allows your Seamoth to dive deeper, which is convenient because you've got another radio message. Apparently some survivors have found land, but their transmission is quite deep down. Oh, they're dead again. On the bright side, you found some rubies and diamond. Find the patch of land on the surface of the water and scan the old abandoned bases. Who lived here? No idea. Is it important? Probably. With the new base components, now's a good time to improve your base. Much better. During your base building, you may have come across parts for the laser cutter and the propulsion cannon. Create them and head back to the spaceship. Explore the other parts until you find a large room containing the prawn suit. Unlike the Seamoth, this vehicle gives you a fighting chance against Snake Satan and his demon boys. In this section of the ship, there are a number of doors which can be unlocked using passcodes. Much like any other self-respecting gamer, you probably don't want to spend 5 million years reading through the data logs you found, so Google the code, get the stuff, and leave the spaceship. What's that? Another message? This message shows the location of a high-priority passenger. Why does that matter? No idea, but there could be special items on the way. Welcome to the Mushroom Forest, or as I like to call it, the Holy Dingleberry Look at all these scannable items forest. Here you can find lots of important technology fragments for the moon pool and the Cyclops. And look, there's a tree with a creature egg inside. Better take that. Who knows what it might be for? Hopefully by this point you've got enough fragments to build a Cyclops and a moon pool. Luckily for you, you've collected plenty of materials, so having enough resources for the Cyclops shouldn't be an issue. I'm sorry, how much? Okay, fine, we got the Cyclops. Might as well make the prawn suit as well while we're at it. Oh, for finally, after many hours, you will have the Cyclops and the prawn suit, and during that time you received a message. A spaceship is coming to rescue you. Would it have been helpful to learn this information before spending multiple hours creating the vehicles? Yes, but your nightmare is now over, and you can finally go home. The message mentioned the nearby island where the spaceship is going to land. Go over there and discover some sort of alien creation. I wouldn't worry about it, it's probably not important. God damn it. It turns out this planet is under quarantine from a deadly virus, and instead of asking if we could politely leave this place alone, the previous inhabitants opted to shoot anything that comes within a 100-foot radius of this big gun. After exploring inside the alien gun, you find a button at the end of a long walkway. Obviously you press the button, what's the worst that could happen? It would appear that this button is used to turn the gun off, however currently you are infected with the virus and cannot activate it, so I suppose you're stuck here for a while longer. Ooh, looks like you received another message. I'm surprised there's still enough people left alive to be sending these.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing.
Well, that was unsettling. At least he was polite enough to let you know that he's coming to kill you. Since you're stuck here anyway, you might as well look for a way to cure this virus. According to the PDA, there is a disease research facility around 800 meters underwater. While this is a very detailed description of the base's location, finding it can still be quite difficult, so to save time, go to the Lost River. There are multiple entrances to the Lost River, however going through the ground reef is good because conveniently there is a Cyclops depth module in one of the wrecks. There's also an old sea base with all kinds of important things inside, like an alien containment tank. You can put the creature egg you found earlier inside it. For some reason, the previous aliens on this planet decided to build this research facility in the most inaccessible place possible, so it can take a long time to reach it. Pack as much food and water as you can, you're going to be gone a while. You might also want to make a depth module for the prawn suit. With all that done, it's time to journey to the Lost River. It might as well be called the lost control of my asshole because I just shit myself. The Lost River consists of many fossils, lots of new wildlife and materials. There's also this giant alien base where they research diseases. Surprisingly, going into the alien research facility does not cure your disease, but instead makes it worse. Take some paracetamol and carry on deeper. You know you're getting to the evil end part of the cave because everything's gone red and spooky. It's clear to see that it's very hot and dangerous down here, so surely there's nothing massive that could potentially live down here. Oh, for God's sake. Say hello to the sea dragon. As the name suggests, it is a dragon of the sea, so it comes with the basic dragon skill set of shooting fire out of its mouth at anything that is dumb enough to enter its field of vision. You'd think that it would spot your giant submarine the second you enter the area. However, putting your sub on silent running mode makes it harder to see than this picture of... Wait. There's no one on this picture. In this area, you'll find the lava castle. Provided you can enter it without getting your arse wiped by the sea dragon, you will find kyanite. There's also an alien base as well, but who cares about that? There's a blue tablet in there, probably not important. Kyanite is used in constructing the final upgrade of the depth modules, which in case you haven't noticed, you're probably going to need. Underneath the lava castle, there's another lava place with another sea dragon and another alien base. Luckily, you picked up the blue tablet as you need it to get into this alien base. Inside, you'll find a large room with a whole lot of alien stuff inside. What is the significance of these alien items? I'm not even sure the developers know the answer to this, as you literally can't do anything with them. There's also another force field which requires a... Go further inside and find a pool of foamy water inside the giant room. Despite this base being surrounded by hostile creatures outside, jump into the pool of water. I'm sure there's nothing here that wants to kill you. Oh, never mind. This is just a friendly monstrous creature of the depths. This is the Sea Emperor, and it turns out the aliens that built this base were trying to find a cure for the virus, and this magnificent beast has something to do with it. She asks you to help hatch her eggs by creating a hatching enzyme. Does that make you these kids' dad? What? I don't know. This isn't a conversation I want to go down. Create the hatching enzyme using multiple different plants scattered across the map and insert it into the eggs. This just feels wrong. Why are we inserting anything? The eggs will hatch, revealing baby sea emperors. Sea Emperor, which appear to be vomiting constantly. Like any other normal person, you rub your hands in the vomit and magically you're cured of the virus. Congratulations. The baby sea emperors swim through the portal and out into the sea, vomiting the entire way. Hopefully they last longer than 5 minutes with the giant predatorial creatures everywhere. Now that you no longer contain the virus, it's possible to disable the gun that started this whole journey. You still have no way of leaving since the sunbeam got shot down and everything, but that's fine. Oh yeah, in the captain's quarters of the Aurora, which is still burning. How flammable is metal? Honestly. You can find the blueprints for a rocket which can take you off the planet. If you thought the Cyclops needed a lot of materials, you are not ready for this. Go back to your base. Congratulations, the egg you placed in the alien containment is now hatched. And if this isn't the cutest thing in the world, then I don't know what is. Collect the materials you need for the rocket. If it's not giant creatures that will kill you, it's definitely old age, as this takes ages. The rocket is broken down into multiple parts, all of which require a variety of materials. However, once this is complete, you are officially ready to leave this hot mess of a planet and go back to your original life of eating meal deals and playing video games in your parents' basement. Say goodbye to your pet cuttlefish. I'm not crying. You are. Climb inside the rocket, engage launch protocol, and lift off to complete Subnautica.